What's going on, guys? KG here with the Football Capital and joined, as always, with my co-host, Borce. Borce, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. A little bit famous this week, aren't
This guy is
Apparently.
the face of Perth Glory Supporters Club, New South Wales / Western Sydney.
Old mate with the beard. I think he's the face of the Glory fans.
It was a good shot, eh? Like it was a full,
I know.
full pump. If you haven't checked it out, check out Perth Glory Instagram page, or even the Football Capital. We've shared it a few times. But obviously you went down to the Perth Glory versus Central Coast Mariners game. You've been out and about a little bit this week.
Yeah, I'm being around the grounds, bro.
Yeah.
Traveling the up and down the coasts. You know, why not? Why not?
Not shy getting out to Combank Stadium either.
Nah, you know what I mean, man. Like they're walking me and the fans, you know. So why not, bro? Get down, watch a few A-League games. I think hopefully this week I'll be down at Macarthur. Saturday night at Macarthur, watching Macarthur and Sydney FC. Get it? Why not, man? It's the weather's nice. Both days the rain held off, so perfect. Why not?
Yeah, mate. Look, you've sort of got some sort of a dual citizenship at the moment. You get all access, all areas type thing.
I don't know about that, but hopefully soon, bro. Hopefully soon.
You get to tag along with the RBB every now and then. But no, it's good to get out, watch some football. I'm off to Melbourne this weekend, so I'll probably catch I think it's the Melbourne City Brisbane Roar, perhaps.
I think so.
I think they're playing. I know Melbourne City's playing at home on Sunday, so I'll try and catch that one at 5 p.m. Heading down to Melbourne. But we had another good weekend in the A-League, good results, good matches. There was a little bit of controversy as always with the A-League, as it happens, as it comes on board and as the time goes on, we're no strangers to it. But what we'll do is we'll run through the round that just went by, a few of the results, a few of the talking points, and then we'll preview the next round. Friday night, it started with Western United at home to Macarthur. Sort of felt... but both teams could have probably taken it. Like it was a 1-1 draw, probably reflective of how the teams played. But I think it was maybe a story. I don't even want to say a story of two halves, Borch, because the first half was Western United. They didn't capitalise. They didn't get their goal, and then Macarthur get one, and they take the lead into half time. And so it was like first 20-25 minutes was Western United, then Macarthur got their goal, and then they wrapped up the first half, and the second half was almost the same. Yeah,
you could say that. And it's an interesting one, man. Western United, the champions, without a win, 0-3.
Are they bottom?
They're dead last,
Dead
last. So look, it's still, of course, it's early days, but you think some sort of bounce back from winning some sort of, do you know what I mean? You just won the trophy not too long ago, the grand final, a fantastic win in the grand final as well.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a bit of a Australian Cup, hangover. I think who they lose to, Sydney United, was it, or someone else?
Yeah, I think they got knocked out by Sydney United, and then Sydney United knocked out Brisbane as well.
Possibly, yeah. So it's like could be a bit of a hangover from that. They I don't know. And there's some of their players looking off the pace, like Leo Lacroix this season. I don't know what's happening.
Well,
he colossal in the
had
back.
The blunders against City.
Yeah.
That's.
But even the defense, like last year, we gave them a lot of credit for their defense. A lot of clean sheets and hard to break down as well.
Yeah.
Now some of the goals, like Jamie Young, he's still putting in the performances and all that, but just very easy going straight through him this time around.
And you know what? They've shown a fair bit in attack as well. Like it's not, maybe they just haven't converted, because I think it was last week. Who did they play last week? Jeez.
Sydney, I was going to say Sydney. Sydney FC.
Sydney FC.
3-1.
It was 3-1. Sorry, but they took the lead. They took the lead 1-0 last week.
Yeah.
And there was an opportunity for them to make it 2-0. I remember Lockie Wells putting in a ball, I think it was for Wenzel Halls, and he scuffed it, type thing, and it went wide. They could have been very easily up 2-0. Sydney FC had the class there. But so Western United, you're right. Maybe a bit of a hangover from last season. Maybe they're missing Prijovic a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't even know if he's still part of the squad, to be honest.
I think he is. I don't know.
Rumours have it he's still on paper, but he's not back in the country.
Yeah.
So
there you go, mate. What's going on?
There's a little bit happening there, but credit to Macarthur. They put on a bit of a show. Their boys are starting to link up. We mentioned Daniel Arzani a couple of weeks back, and he's starting to come
tearing it up.
Danny De Silva is getting a mention. And if you look at Dwight York's record, I think of the last 6, it's 5 wins and a draw. So something similar
Something
to
like
that.
Yeah.
Right. So they're doing a good job. They're
sitting fourth.
Yeah.
Sitting fourth, but still early days, of course.
Very, very early, but you take the early form.
Of course, absolutely.
Especially for Macarthur, who are the Australia Cup champs, right?
So this is the two champion teams going head to head in this one.
True,
so.
yeah. What's this? The Community Shield.
Type fixture. They should do something like that, eh? Why not? They should put a bit of a Bunnings Cup or something.
Yeah, why not?
Bunnings Cup.
Yeah.
In the
Paramount Plus Cup.
I don't know.
Paramount Plus Cup. Anyway,
Mountain of Football. Mountain of All Access. You see that a bit of All Access, mate?
I've been watching a little bit of the
Brisbane
All
Raw
Access.
locking horns out.
Mate, they fucking had All Access.
You love to see it.
They came good on Saturday. We'll get into that in a second. But the other the opening match. Well, they were both opening matches.
Yeah.
Both 5 p.m. kickoffs. But we'll start with Newcastle Jets versus Wellington. Newcastle Jets, man, they've played 2 games. They picked up the win against you guys.
Yeah, with 10 men as well.
Last second,
yeah.
It was a good fight back. But they did the number on Wellington Phoenix this Saturday. They took the early 3-1 lead by half time.
And they scored a goal in like 40 seconds, which was offside. And then 2 minutes later,
Terrio missed out on the opening goal.
Yeah, and then 2 minutes later, I think 3 minutes in or something, they get a goal. And the goals in this game from both teams. Newcastle, is this a thing? Do we get G'd up with Newcastle a little bit every single season? It's like
know.
They start off. You write them off at the the season preview. You write them off completely.
Yep.
Couple games in, you're like, hold on a minute, Newcastle are here for the challenge.
They did similar last year, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and then they just fall off at the end. I don't know if this season they can hold on, but some fantastic goals. And even against Perth, man, even with 10 men, they fought all the way to the end, getting the goal on the counter attack. But he are straight off the blocks from the first whistle, killed the game off early.
They look like a team possessed, and Wellington couldn't match them. Whether or not Wellington's sort of going to be that team where they might do better at home than they will on the road, we're not too sure. Not to get too overexcited about Newcastle, it's 2 from 2, sort of thing, and even from a Wanderers perspective, they were getting excited with 2 from 2. I know I was, and then you get the result from the weekend, which we'll touch on in a second. But you said it. I think we don't want to go past it too much. There were classy goals.
Yeah.
Classy goals by Newcastle, well worked, well executed. And I think, you know what, just keep an eye on them. Just keep an eye on them type thing. So a good win for them to pick that up. We're moving to the other 5 o'clock game on Saturday, which was West Sydney Wanderers Brisbane Raw. We were at it.
Yeah, it went down.
To be honest, I feel like Brisbane Raw should have taken the points here.
Bro, yeah, you could say that, man, because early doors, I know at a couple of minutes I was in sort of the not RBB section, but next to it, behind the goal somewhere. And then you see Brisbane Raw, one-on-one with the keeper, and he's hit the post. Was it Marcelo who was marking him there?
Marcelo.
And the pace.
That's
worrying because he I don't know if he looked like he was running with an injury, right? And I don't know if obviously he played the full 90 minutes or most of the game, right? But if that's the speed that he's going to be running at this season, up against someone like in Melbourne City with some of the pacey players they have, and even like Azani, someone like Azani, you're right, you're exactly right.
He didn't make more of it, but
it's interesting, and they hit the post, and then literally
60 seconds later, we play it out from the back, and then Marcelo plays the ball over the top of Brisbane's defense, and Kirpic, I got to give him credit.
Poacher, mate, gets there.
Gets the ball, puts it in the back of the net, 1-0. I think it was after 5 minutes. The Wanderers go up. Had other opportunities to try and score, but never looked like putting the game away in the first half. Like, we really could have got on top of Brisbane. But my God, second half, Brisbane owned the second half. Like, they got their goal, and they got it fairly early to set the pace for the second half.
Even that goal, I don't know, who's your number 17?
Malfitano and
Troy, they're cooked.
Yeah.
And so easily. You always remember, you always got to be goal side. Stay goal side. Traore don't know what he was doing.
Don't know why both of them get beaten like that.
Exactly. Do you know what it is? And that's what happens when you pick up the ball and you run in between two players. You always get like the defending team. You're always second guessing. Do you got him or do I got him? Do you got it? And then what happens?
You got to create your luck. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he did it really well.
Exactly,
really well.
The cutback, and I think the A-League posted on their page. I don't know if it was part of the all access thing.
Yeah, where
Charlie Austin in training, the same movement, right? The same movement in training he does.
Yep.
The cutback, he drops out, checks out, and all right, his side wasn't the cleanest finishes, but you gotta be there. You know, you gotta bother.
Whether it's clean, whether it's scrappy, crosses the line, it's still worth the same amount.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly right.
And then look, I think they were unfairly ruled out with 2 goals. They had 2 goals disallowed.
Yeah, the offside one was a bit techie too.
Well, I think technically both of them were for offside. One was the offside from the whole clearance thing, and then I can't remember who put it in the back of the net. And the free kick one was also, I think, for offside, where the defender was standing behind the wall obstructing the goalkeeper, where the one that was direct from a free kick. I didn't actually see it at the time. I was walking away.
Yeah, I don't. I
think they were both.
The thing is, he called it early as well. Like it wasn't like he went back to the net, waited. Nah, he
straight away, straight off the yeah.
I don't know if it was for offside. I think you have to be a certain amount of meters away from the wall now. So
they didn't retake it. That was the thing. So it was definitely given for a foul.
So it's it would have to be for a foul. I don't know. Guys, correct us in the comments for exactly what. Because obviously at the game, you don't even know what.
No,
you can't listen to it. You're looking around saying what the. A lot of the people around me, because I went to the bay on the sides, and everyone was like, "Nah, what's going on here?" Like,
I was grabbing a Philly pie, looking at the screen.
Philly pie, what's going on? Yeah, you know? But that's an interesting one. I think because he was next to the wall, then goes behind the wall, and you might have to be certain meters away. Yeah. So I'm not too sure, but yeah, you got away with it. Definitely got away with it.
I think so. I think we're lucky to get a point. Yeah. From a Wanderers perspective, it wasn't.
Well, then Kripic had another chance towards the end as well, and you got to be like the way there was a defender coming across. You got to cut that in, yeah. You got to cut that in, and then you had a gaping. The right hand side is gaping wide open for you to put it away. But I don't know. Look, everything's happening at a fast pace. You know, he's still trying to get used to the league, I guess, in a way.
And we don't make the most of our set pieces.
And I don't know. I'm not too sure. Also, I'm not too sure who put the ball through. But on the other side, I think Ninkovic was in a better position on his right foot as well. Right foot?
He's been very scared to shoot.
Yeah, outside the box in the first half as well. Well, like a lot of the Wanderers supporters in the first half, everyone's screaming to shoot, and he's like taking a touch, all right, bang, pass it away. Like sometimes you got to be a little bit selfish.
Yeah. You can bag those ones, but yeah, it was just a weird look. I happy to walk away with a point considering the way Brisbane came back, and fair credit to them.
But, you know, Boz was saying the sleeping giant is back.
The sleeping giant.
The sleeping giant had a nap this weekend, you know.
Well,
so
look, you know, a bit of a snooze.
Bit of a snooze,
Put it on snooze. Look, at the end of the day, still undefeated. I think you've got to take a little bit out of that.
Here we go.
My best measure of a good start to a season is 10 points from 5 games. Right,
you're on course.
So you pick up another win in the next 2 games, and you're doing okay. I'm not saying it's great, but you're doing okay. And to be second to Melbourne City right now with Newcastle having a game in hand,
exactly,
it's not too bad, right?
Exactly. So not over. You got Newcastle, I think next Friday night, this Friday night. So it'll be an interesting game there. But Kev, the next one here,
the Melbourne Derby.
This is the fixture. This is the fixture that doesn't disappoint. Last season we had 3 cracking games. This one again, first half. I mean,
it's always had that.
Yeah.
I think post Melbourne Heart.
Yeah.
Post Melbourne Heart, it's always had that sort of
great turnout as well, and also for sold out. Yeah, they were saying sold out. Did see a few green seats though, so I don't really know, but capacity to the max for
goals.
We know. Goals.
You had a red card.
Penalty.
You had a penalty.
Own goal.
It had it all.
Open goal chances in front of 6-yard box, misses. You had it all, man. But look, first of all, credit to the fans. Even at the Wanderers game as well, there was a fair few fans there. Oh, yeah. It looked after the first round, of course, a lot more fans in. So it's good to see.
The city of Melbourne's they're getting behind it, right? Their teams are performing in the majority. They're getting behind it, and they have some really good squads. And obviously Nani, and then you got the city guys with Naboo. You got Lecky. You got
McLaren, Tilios, and
Tilios. He's not even getting that much game time.
We played here, and he's got a game time here. He's got the game. He started. I think he started.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he started in this one.
Okay. Yeah, so they get a penalty. Nani gives away. I think it was Nani who gives away the penalty.
Nani. They didn't give it at first.
On the corner, like literally the edge of the box.
Yeah.
Like when I rewatched it, because I was at the Wanderers game. Well, you were at the Wanderers game, but you came home to watch this one. I was like, oh, surely that's not a pen. But yeah, he was inside the box, stamped on his foot, gives away a pen. No nonsense by McLaren, puts it in the back of the net. Then I think it was the red card, then the second goal?
Second goal 3 minutes later.
Second goal.
They took the corner.
It was a well-worked move.
Yeah,
like, you put it in a really dangerous area.
Yeah, but someone's got to be... The ball, it wasn't whipped in. It was literally...
It was a bit slow motion,
It's a bit slow motion. Maybe the keeper could have got through it. A defender comes off the post and unlucky.
Everyone's just watching it.
Everyone's just watching, exactly. And hits the post and own goal. They go up 2-0 in 19 minutes. And then I think the red card happens after that. But even before
both goals, right?
Before both goals,
Brillante.
6-yard box, open header. You got to put that away.
He did well to keep it low. Like, he did aim it down, but straight at the keeper's feet. Easy save.
And then he ends up getting the red card as well, 2 yellows as well. So double whammy for him.
And he's a big player for them.
But you know what? Even in the second half, you thought, okay, this might end up being a walkover here for City. Melbourne still had some chances.
They put up a fight.
All the way to the end, but then at the end, I think that's when Melbourne City could have got another goal. Tilio should have scored at the end, right at the keeper. I think Glover had a good game as well.
Yep.
Not Glover. What's his name? It's not Glover. Glover City's keeper. What's his name?
Oh, Victory's keeper.
Victory's keeper. What was his name?
Izzo.
Yeah.
Izzo.
Yeah, he had a good game too, right? But great save, great save there with the feet. Tilio should be scoring, you know. But look, it is what it is. I think for Victory, I don't think they were as bad as maybe a lot of people might think. I think they're still up there in terms of where they will be at the end of the season.
Look, they've played Sydney FC, Western Sydney Wanderers, and Melbourne City.
The team.
I don't think anyone's had a harder run.
Exactly. So what's that? 4 points
still
out of
early days.
Possible 9. So it's still early days. Still early days.
Look,
but yeah, look.
One of each.
Great game. It was a very entertaining game for the neutral, definitely.
Did they get a draw? No. They're 3 points. 3 points.
Oh, yeah, they lost twice.
They lost twice. Yeah. But we move on to the Sunday games. Sydney FC Adelaide United. Let's just, before we go into the actual match and stuff, let's just talk about this red card. Just for a second. The red card that was issued, that was never, ever, in my opinion, a red card.
Look, I can see why the card was given by the referee straight away. I get it.
Yeah.
Because in the first motion in normal play, you could say, all right. But then once you see the replay, you go, all right, you made a mistake, and you correct that, right? And I just don't get how anyone sitting in that box can be like, correct decision or
send the ref to the fucking.
But you shouldn't.
VAR.
That situation, you tell the referee, and you go, he's got the ball first. And because obviously the pitch is wet, he slid and got him, but he wasn't going in for the tackle. The tackle's been made. The ball's been won.
His feet were stationary.
Yeah,
it's not like they weren't bent and then.
Exactly right. So
his feet were already in that position, and he's got the ball, and you're just like, red card.
Yeah, and you're like, surely they're going to overturn it.
Nah, you're like.
And they talk about clear and obvious and all that, but how much more clear and obvious does it have to be? How much more common sense do we
apply?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And to the fact where after the game now that they've overturned it and he's playing this weekend, like what are we doing here? That tells you enough, man. So
sometimes from Western Sydney Wanderers' perspective, watching Sydney FC get the rub of the green in that one. Where,
it's not the first time, huh?
No, but we get it too. Don't get me wrong. Like, it happens for everybody. But you look at that and you're like, seriously? Like, how much luckier can you get to have somebody sent off? Because, Adelaide they did very well to get the draw, to be honest. Had they had 11 on 11, they probably could have won
this game, yeah.
Because I thought that they played a magnificent, second half. They took the lead early.
13 minutes in, yeah.
Kiddo walked through the defence. Literally scored the goal from almost the penalty spot, if not in front of it.
Yeah,
and he took on 4 players. I'm like, wow, what a goal. Sydney did very well to respond. They ended up taking the lead right after half time. They scored 2 goals in a matter of minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay, typical Sydney FC, they're going to go on with this game. Red card, whatever. Adelaide United. Equalised. Jeez, like, seriously, I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
I wish they got the win. I wish they got the win just for that call. I don't know, man. These referees.
Yeah, you sort of feel like, hey, it would have been justice if they got the win. Yeah,
but it is what it is. Sydney FC get the. They're not looking too good, bro. Honestly,
they're not convincing.
I mean, they got
Lolly, their striker. Yeah, he's doing well.
He's done all right.
He's done
all right. But as a team together, bro.
Not great. Nah. Not great. They're not gelling
final
yet.
Game.
The last game.
The final game. Off to Gosford we go.
The Perth Glory marketing man over here celebrating victory. It was a 2-1 win to Perth Glory.
It wasn't like that, Kev. Or something like this.
Like that. Yeah.
All right,
let's go. In the purple Macron gear.
But look, man, to be honest, great day out. Shit parking spot anywhere around the stadium.
Yeah, street, right?
Street parking.
Yeah.
Bro, I had to walk up maybe 16 Mount Everest.
Yeah. The Wanderers have done that on the march, mate. We've done that, don't worry.
Yeah, how many breaks did you need, man? Oxygen tank and
we kept stopping at pubs and stuff along the way. But yeah, it is a very weird venue, in terms of location.
Look, it was a good day out. The rain held off. I think a lot of the spectators didn't go to the game because it was predicted to be a big thunderstorm and all that. Yep. There's still over 5,500 people, which is not too bad. A few Glory supporters in the mix as well. To be honest,
and an old mate from Central Coast.
Yeah, man, Marty the Mariner. Shout out to Marty the Mariner.
Did you catch Lockie at all?
No, I didn't catch Lockie, but I seen Marty there. You know, I had to rub it in a little bit with the Tottenham Hotspur, and then you know what?
United Spurs, yep.
Yeah, and then obviously
so a good weekend for you.
Mate, he gave me the 3 points at half time. He came to see me, gave me the little dodgy ones under the table. So I go, what's this? You guys open it towards the end of the game.
Beautiful.
3 points, why not? But look, it wasn't the best of games, to be honest.
Yeah.
When you're at the game, it doesn't really feel like that. But watching the game back a little bit, it wasn't. It's not something that you really want to watch back.
It's not a Melbourne derby.
Yeah, but at the same time, we looked our defense has been better, but still, that first goal that they did score, too easy. Like they had so many chances to stop him. I think it was Cummings put the ball in between two players and they ended up getting the goal. But
I'm just trying to remember who scored it.
It was what's his name?
Oh yeah, I know.
One of the young blokes.
Yeah, I remember who it was. He wasn't playing very much last season. I forgot his name as well. It is Silvera.
Yeah.
Silvera, yeah. Because they interviewed him at halftime.
Yeah, he was running a little bit of a muck too, though.
Yep.
But you know what? I think the first half was a bit more glory because the game was a bit more on the other end. And look, right before halftime, we kept pushing on and we got the goal. We got a good goal, good save by Vukovic, and on the rebound.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, we get the goal.
It was good.
And then going into the second half, majority of the game, again, it was a lot of Central Coast most of the ball.
But you're right, you luck, man, because you had one opportunity. It was sort of like a cross that sort of...
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it deflections, but there wasn't much control on the ball, and Johnny on the spot, what is it, McEniff?
Yeah.
He just takes it, runs around the keeper.
Runs around, takes the keeper. But even...
Was he running towards you when he was celebrating?
Nah, the opposite side. Yeah. A bit dodgy, mate.
Other end.
Dead. It lost the coordinates. But even after that, though, it was Mariners. Mariners were really pushing to get that win, but they just couldn't find a way. Yeah. And like there was Jason Cummings had a great opportunity and he tried to do the cheeky little toe poke in the side net, just leather it. Just put everything behind it and you make it 2-2, and then after that you can probably go on to win the game. And at the end, Vukovic goes up, there's a bicycle kick flying in. We're like, I was doing the KayGee, mate. I had the phone out. Okay, just 30 seconds. Hold fucking on. Just hold on, lads. We're like Mufasa, bro, from Lion King, just holding on, hanging on at the end.
I'm like, oh no. It
didn't end well, but like, do you know what I mean? We held on at the end, and you know what? Like, it was a good result for us. I think we needed that result. Like, to go away from this game with a draw, even a loss, we've been 3 losses on the bounce, or even 1 point from 3. We finally got that monkey off our back. We've got the win, and I think we go on. I think we're playing.
You're up to 6 now, I think.
Yeah, it's still close.
But I just think you're not
Stop
far
the
off
count.
The case.
Stop the count, KG.
A 1-0 loss against Wanderers, a 2-1 loss to Newcastle. Those two teams are respectively sitting second and third.
Yeah.
And you pick up a win. Not a bad start to the season, considering where Perth Glory were last season.
Yeah.
Inexperienced coach and Ruben Zadkovic.
Exactly. And I don't know if you've seen all the drama before the game started.
The whole Fornaroli thing.
The whole Fornaroli thing. The tweet came out saying he's injured, and he's replied to it in the comments on the post saying that I'm ready to go. So I don't know what's happening, man. It looks like Fornaroli might not play for us again, bro.
Might be the end of the.
I don't know what Zadkovic, if this is his doing. I don't know if he's trying to.
I think the rumor has it. There's some sort of clause in his contract that if he plays, I think 8 more games for Perth, it automatically triggers a renewal for him, and he's on high wages, and the club don't want to pay. Right? That's one of the rumors. So if that's the case, probably better off sitting down, talking to the player, and say, hey, how do we get you out of here?
Exactly right.
Like, let's play you.
You will play, and then we're not going to renew the contract. We'll let you go because there's literally like 3 games I think left. Before the World Cup, and that means
you
he went.
Open up your transfer window in January.
Exactly, open up and then see you later. But
Western Sydney Wanderers, maybe have a chat. See if we can pick up another striker.
Why not, man?
I think he's still got it.
He does. You give him the service, and he puts the ball away. And you saw it when we had Diego Castro, and we had D'Agostino and Chianese and
Keo.
And
there was a lot of link up.
Economides, the ball went to him. The service was there. He gets the goals. At the moment, we don't have them players, or we're starting to build slowly. It's going to take time, but with Fornaroli, he's a finished player, not finished as in done, but he's the final product. Do you know what I mean? We don't got everyone else is still a little bit raw, still learning. So I think I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him gone. But
RBTV boys a call and see if they can make a call to.
Mate, they're getting owners. They're getting owners sacked. They're getting players captaincies. They're getting. So you never know, mate. They got the influence over there.
Come on, Banana. Let's make this happen.
But then again, why he's going to replace Kripic? I don't know if Banana's going to be happy.
We need a backup.
I don't know, helicopter. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Rather than sit on the bench for Neroli, rather than not play, come sit on the bench for us and come and score a few goals.
He can give you them Uruguayan, what do you call it, mate,
whatever they... We'll take whatever they bring. Is that the drink thing?
The drink, yeah. They're coming off the bus with that. Bit of energy, I guess.
Why not? We'll take anything at this stage. But look, that was round 3. Round three. And look, the league is shaping up. We'll see where it sort of comes all together. There's still a long way to go, especially before the World Cup. There's still another 3 rounds to go from memory. So we're going to obviously make sure that we have the coverage for all of that. What we're going to do now is we're going to go into round 4 with some of our predictions. Borce, let's get started.
Let's go, Kev. Let's go. Straight into it, mate. Round 4.
Straight into it. I want to make sure we're not missing a game here.
No, mate. No, you don't want to miss that one. Opener.
We can't miss this one. The Giants. Probably
the sleeping Giants.
It's second versus third already. Western Sydney Wanderers take on Newcastle Jets.
The feeder clubs.
Yeah. Look, Combank Stadium again. So the third home game for the Wanderers this season. Thoughts, Borch?
Look, Wanderers need to kind of bounce back, show a bit of that performance that they did against Melbourne Victory. They just need goals. They're lacking goals. In defence, if they get a goal, I think Marco Rudin.
Yeah,
Marco now apparently he's done the.
Marco,
he's found the vowels. Found the O's.
He's got a vowel. Bought a vowel.
Can I buy a vowel, please? Can I buy a vowel? He's in-game management, I think, is not too bad as well. The defense, he always has them set out pretty well.
Yeah.
That victory game he showed. But Newcastle, I don't think they're gonna, like we saw last season, they're not gonna sit back. They're gonna that free-flowing football that we've seen this weekend. And I think Wanderers, if they want to win this game, they're going to need to score more than 1 goal, bro, honestly.
Yeah, I don't see us limiting their scoring opportunities. I think they're a very good attacking team, Newcastle, that they've shown even over the most recent seasons that they can do it. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Look, I want a Western Sydney Wanderers win. I think that's what the expectation is now from the club and from the supporters. But I wouldn't be disappointed if we put in a good performance and we take a point away, but being at home, you want to win. I'm going to say 2-1 win to West Sydney Wanderers.
Ooh, you know what? Maybe, 2-2.
2-2?
Yeah, I'll get 2-1
I think
this
that was the scoreline the first time we met last year. I think it was round
Someone
3.
was 2-0 up though, you guys? Or?
We were 2-0 up, I think, and Newcastle came back. But a different Wanderers side this year.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
A little bit stronger in defence. Saturday, triple header as always. But this time we got a 3 p.m. game, a 5:15 and a 7:45. So that's good. The
Action-packed, yeah.
2 Saturday games aren't clashing. First one is Brisbane Roar versus Melbourne Victory. Brisbane Roar coming off a really good performance against West Sydney Wanderers. Melbourne Victory off the back of 2 losses.
Yeah.
It's going to be at Moreton Daily Stadium, so it's not at Suncorp. So this one's being played, I think, at Redcliffe's home ground. I think that's where it is.
Maybe.
Smaller venue. What do you think, Borce?
You can't go past Victory, to be honest. They do have the quality. You know, all right, they haven't got the result in the last 2 games against the Wanderers. It was a bit difficult. 10 men against City, you're asking for miracles there, and they still created chances to get a goal. So I'm going to go a Victory win. I think Brisbane Roar go winless in the next couple of games still.
Yeah.
So I don't. 4 games. It will end up being 4 games winless. I don't know about who they got after that. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to go for Victory, man. Probably even a.
Brisbane, in all
2-3
honesty, have
nil.
been struggling to score goals.
Yeah.
So, I'll probably with you here, Borge. I'm probably going to go maybe a 2-0 win for Victory away. Then takes us to the next Saturday game, Central Coast versus Western United. Jeez, who knows?
Bro, all these games.
Really,
but hey, whoever's going out there to Central Coast this weekend is a Halloween theme. So get your costumes in.
Ooh, okay.
Get your costumes in. Get dressed up.
Who's hosting? Marty?
Possibly, mate. Possibly.
Look, this one's going to be... Borch, you really can't.
You can't pick it.
I'm so inclined to just say draw. I'm thinking like a maybe 1-1 draw. I don't see Central Coast having enough to win it. I don't see Western United.
Then you look at the 7:45 game, and then you're looking at another draw.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this one?
Do you know what, man? It's a dress-up party. It's going to be all popping in Gosford.
Yep.
You have the scarecrows out and the lot.
It's a good time on a Saturday.
Nice time. Let's go Mariners. Let's go.
Mariners?
We'll go 2-1 Mariners, I reckon. Let's go. Give them the win.
You got
there.
one. You got backing here with Borche now to the real scary
Who you
match.
getting one? Who you getting one?
I said draw.
Oh, you said draw.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm sticking with my draw because I honestly couldn't. The more you analyse it, the worse it gets. So Macarthur versus Sydney FC, the other Sydney derby, the fake Sydney derby, at Campbelltown Stadium. You're going to try to get out to this one?
I'll try to get out to that one, definitely,
And probably the boys from It's a Football Thing.
It's a football thing. I think they got my ticket and will hook me up. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, mate, look, if you're going to look at just form, you'd probably have to go with Macarthur.
Yeah.
Sydney's not playing that well, but Sydney's just one of those teams that jags results. And if they got to come good, they got to start coming good now. They can't leave. Like I can't see them coming good in like rounds 8, 9, and 10 post the World Cup. They've got to do something before the November break.
They're just about favourites as well. Even the other game, like Mariners are just about favourites too. Like some good odds there. Some good odds to put some money down.
Even Victory.
Jeez.
Yeah, even Victory. I think who's
his betting agency?
Ned's, mate. Ned's betting.
Got the odds, mate. It's got the odds.
Just Ladbrokers, I'm telling you.
Just Ladbrokers.
Look, Macarthur versus Sydney FC. I think Macarthur can get the job done. I haven't been convinced with Sydney FC, like you said a little bit earlier, but I'm not saying that Sydney FC can't win. I just think that based on how Macarthur have been playing, Arzani's been picking up form, Dandy Silva's been picking up form. I just see them a little bit more cohesive than Sydney FC. Yeah. But this could be anything. I'm
going to go for a Sydney FC win. I think I'm going to go with the Sydney FC is going to keep winning away and losing at home. Like they won't break that home new stadium. Yeah,
because they lost to Victory and they drew to Adelaide. So
the new stadium. Mate, bring back the old one. Knock it back down.
Knock it back down and redo it. Aussie stadium. Okay, all right. Well, there you go.
So I'm going to go Sydney FC.
I'm taking
I'll go 2-1. I'll go 2-1 Sydney FC.
I'm going to go... Oh, fuck. They got goals in them, Sydney FC.
So did Macarthur. Zani was killing it. Like, a bit of a smart ass. But
so what do I do? Do I get 3-2 or 2-1?
Give it to
Macarthur by 1. Macarthur by 1. There you go.
Gino will be happy.
Gino will be happy. Shout out Gino, mate. Still waiting for the interview. Sunday games. Here we go. Oh, Borce. Another away game for Perth Glory.
4 in a row, mate. 4 in a row. We're homeless, mate. We're homeless here.
Hey, with 3 points. With 3 points.
With 3 points.
Shit, Adelaide heavy favourites here.
And I think rightfully so, man. I don't think Adelaide have won, have they?
No.
They haven't won. It's all Adelaide. So I think they will get I think they will get the win. Adelaide? This week, Adelaide. I do think they'll get the win.
You're not giving your boys much hope? They're edging closer and closer to home. They started out on the east, and now they're slowly coming.
They're coming to, and then the fixture after that, back to Melbourne. Yeah, look, and we'll probably win. We always beat Melbourne City. So next week, put your money on Perth. This weekend, Adelaide. I think Adelaide have our number.
You know what? That's the thing. That's what I remember. Adelaide haven't played at home either. This is their first home game.
Yeah,
because who'd they play round 1? I know the last 2 have been in Sydney, so they played. Who'd they play on the weekend?
Macarthur and Sydney FC.
Who'd they play before that?
Wellington. Yeah, you're right. So 3.
So this is there. So I think I mistook Perth for Adelaide, because I remember watching a post-match interview, which one of the manager said, we get to play at home for the first time.
Yeah.
So it must have been Adelaide.
No,
Cooper Stadium's a fortress. Cooper Stadium.
And look, it's gonna be their first game there, like you said. So the fans are gonna be.
Yeah. Shout out to Robbie, if you're watching.
Yes, the fans should be out there in full force. I do think they are a better team. They are a stronger team. They do got better players.
Halloran, Goodwin, and Blackwood.
Yeah.
You know, the SAS is still putting in a shift.
Exactly.
And
there's been some goals in these fixtures. I think last year was like Perth was winning like 4-5 or 4-2 or 4-1, and then they just scored a couple of goals and made it like a 5-4 game. Yeah, but I think Adelaide takes this, and it could be like a 2-0, 2-1, depending on who plays. When Amini, Al, Fornaroli, and all these guys, I don't know who's in, who's out.
I think maybe the crowd will carry Adelaide. Maybe
I'll go for a 2-0.
I'm going to go 3-0.
Yeah,
I think once I
tried to be in.
Yeah, I know why you did it. I'll say it on your behalf.
They're going to take me off their social media.
No, they'll be all right.
Perth win, get them on.
Repost it when they win with Borce on the front.
Awakey, come on.
And the last game of the round, Melbourne City versus Wellington Phoenix. This is one I'm going to try to go to, Borce, being down in Melbourne this weekend. Mate, I think it's a no-brainer. I know Wellington can upset, but I think Melbourne City, 3 from 3 so far. They've also played some tough games. To start the season. So, mate, Melbourne City, I'm probably guessing a 3-1 win there. It'll be nice to see some goals.
I'm going to go for a draw, Kev.
Really?
I think Wellington, it's about time they come out, hold for dear life. I think they could jag a goal.
Is it Wayne? Is Wayne their striker? Is it Wayne?
From what? From
Wellington.
Wellington.
I forgot his name.
But I'll go for a 1-0. I'll go for a 1-0. The chances they missed in the last couple of games, Melbourne City, where they could have killed the games off.
Yep.
I think for them, it might be their Achilles heel in this game. I'll go for a 1-0.
Yeah, Wayne, Benjamin Wayne. He's been killing it for them. He's starting to make some noise. I know
Barbarousta's coming back in there, you know.
Yeah, I think he's sort
past
of
maybe a little bit.
But yeah, he doesn't have the same effect as they used to. Their keeper's amazing. I love their keeper. I forgot his name. Sale?
Yeah, he's been doing well.
Yeah, he's for me, he's like one of my favourite keepers in the league at the moment. He's carrying on with his form from last year. So, yeah, so you sneaky draw, eh, boy?
Sneaky draw, why not?
Why not? Hopefully it's a full of goals type draw, like a 2
go for
or
3 1-0. Yeah, well, if you're going to go there, bit of a neutral.
Goals, you know what I mean?
Which end you sitting in now? You're going to get...
I'm going to sit in the Wellington Phoenix.
Your way band, eh?
Yeah.
Give them a few
supporters there. Lights and flares. It's going to be... look, Melbourne City always entertaining. Wellington will put up a fight. Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, that's our round preview for round 4. It's going to be an interesting one. There's a lot of close games.
Yeah, they're hard to pick. They're hard. That said, they're hard to pick. And like even going into the Mariners Perth game, I didn't think would win this game, to be honest.
Hey, you went up there, but
You went up there.
I was the 12th man.
12th man, yeah. So, but you never know these games. Anything can happen, and that's the beauty of the A-League. But guys, make sure you get down there, get to some of these games, whichever games you can. I mean, mate, you can't complain with $30 a ticket, mate. 20 concession, you get that $20 discount.
Melbourne should be peaking this weekend. They got Derby Day on Saturday with the horses, and Melbourne Cup on Tuesday. Hence why I'm down there. So there's going to be a lot of people from out of town going to this. Even the supporters, get down to the games, man. Like
Why
really,
not?
honestly, they're making it really
Kick on
cheap
afterwards,
nowadays.
yeah.
Even Friday night at the Wanderers game, $20 tickets behind the goals,
Mate.
Guys, seriously, like it's hey, no cash, but F plus
No
only.
cash. No cash, yeah.
F plus only. Somebody will know about that little joke there. But yeah, get down to the games, guys. Like I think
Even if you're a neutral, like Kev was saying, even though you're a neutral, go down, bit of fun. Take the family down. Why not? Let them run amok a little bit.
I think the games are pretty good in terms of spread out across the cities. Like obviously you got the Western Sydney Wanderers on Friday with Newcastle, so you can even get some Newcastle fans down there if they want to get down early. Brisbane, that's your only team. Get people down to the bloody game, and Nani's coming, right? So draw card of the league. Nani, Charlie Austin, get down to the games. Central Coast, Western United, Central Coast. Hey, come on, guys, like get behind your team. Macarthur, Sydney,
Like I say,
derby.
get dressed up as well.
Yeah, get dressed
Halloween
up as well.
thing,
Halloween.
let's go.
Adelaide's going to pack it out. I don't think Adelaide's going to have a problem. And yeah, if you're down in
And the thing with the Adelaide game, Perth is next door, bro. So you usually get a few Perth fans flying over to Adelaide to be the 12th man there themselves. So hopefully a lot of games there, guys. Like Kev said, spread out, good times, good fixtures. Get down there, support the league. It's growing slowly.
Yeah,
We're getting,
absolutely.
And you got to give credit to the Melbourne fans again this week. Last week with this Sydney FC, the Wanderers and Victory. You went down there for round 2. Mate, you could hear you guys. To be honest, I think they took away a microphone from the Wanderers' end.
It was the first thing that some of the boys were doing to make the trips there.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, is there a mic in front of you? And we're like, no.
Because I could, the way you guys were chanting, but the way the volume was coming through, you could hear fucking...
Paramount Plus 10 bold. What's going on?
What's going on, mate?
We can send a road mic down for you if you want. Just make sure you capture the... capture the sound. But no, look.
Gate C after the game.
Gate C, yeah, meet us outside Gate C. But look, that's another wrap for the A-League for this week. Next week's episode will be coming out Wednesday, Thursday next week as well, covering the games that we've just spoken about and previewing round 5. Again, guys, get out there, support the league, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take it easy.